All right, so I think we've done a demo of production scheduling before. We're getting very close to go into production with production scheduling. So I'll point out a couple recent changes. We now have the ability to define schedule groups. So the idea here is that you can define groupings of work orders that are associated with certain work centers. So in this case, key production is associated with 3 different work centers that are dryers. So here are the work orders that have those in their operations. And then you can choose other items, and you'll see that the work centers reflected in the Gantt chart, as well as the associated work orders, will change. And that is controlled dynamically through wo.control. There's a new scheduling tab where a customer can define any number of groups that they like, and they can choose the work centers that they want associated with those. And that's what drives this dropdown. Beyond there, I don't believe we have any additional functionality that we didn't do before, but I'll do it real quick. You can drag and drop the items into the schedule. You can then make adjustments to their timing, so you can make them shorter or longer. You can also add associated operations. So in this case, we could add a washout to occur after it runs, and those follow along with the operation. You can also move them between work centers. So I think that covers the scheduling tab, and then the work order tab has been adjusted as well. We've now gone with the independent detail view. So if you click on an item, it will open in its own tab, and you can have multiple tabs open. And these items are selectively editable. In this case, we only have the notes field that can be updated. You can update those notes, and that one failed, but generally speaking, you can save those changes. So that's the update on production scheduling. Any questions?
Today I'll be demoing point of sales offline mode, and I'll start here by clicking on this icon in the top right. This is where you're able to sort of refresh your cache. So it does take a moment, so just bear with me while this updates. One thing you'll notice is that we've added some spinning icons and everything just to make it a little bit more clear that something's occurring. It does take a bit because there's a lot of parts, customers, and prices. But once that's done, I will sort of turn off the network for this browser and show that you're still able to walk through, pick customers, add parts, and create orders. Okay, there we go. Sorry, just bear with me for a moment. So I'm going to turn off the network here. And you'll see that immediately you weren't able to refresh the offline data, and the icon changed. And so this now indicates that we're sort of in the offline mode and that parts are available. So one thing I'll do is I'll load customers. I'll pick, let's see, customer 27. Oh, that did not work. That was weird. Just give me 1 second while I find a customer. There we go. I will pick Evan Supplies. And so you saw that we're able to load all the parts, and these parts are specific to this customer. That's the only thing that shows for this code price, which is the DIST. We're also able to still search for parts. So we'll search up Cat 13. We'll add that. We'll go back. We'll go by price again. We'll add a few parts to this order. And then I could show that the categories, you're still able to sort of drill down through them. We'll just pick one more from here. Okay, and so the next thing you'll do is you'll do create order. You could pick an address, pick a delivery type or a type, we'll do ship, and then we'll do confirm order. And so one thing we've added, we actually need to fix this a little bit, but we've added the ability to save the order as a draft. Currently, if you do create order, it won't work because that's going to try to make the connection to the network. We'll do that. And so we've added this tab here called unsaved orders. And so this is currently where all sort of draft orders are going to be stored. You'll see all the information, how the total quantity of parts that were added, the total order amount, when it was created. You're also able to delete them. So one thing I'll do is bring back the network. Throttling. And you see that the icon changed back. So now we're online. So I'll click this order. It pulls up all the information again. And then we can just do create order, step through it again, hit confirm. Oh, required field. Hit confirm, and then do create order. And so that's sort of the process of offline mode. So we're just able to sort of draft these orders without an internet connection. And then as soon as we get back on the network, we're able to process those orders. And I think that about wraps up the offline mode.
All right, so I'm going to show some new recent features in the accounting dashboard, and also a couple glimpses at some upcoming UI portions that are coming that are not quite hooked up all the way yet. So one of the additions we've made now to the accounting dashboard is you can actually highlight individual items here on these receivable or the KPI cards, and you can actually click one of these, and it will open you a new tab here so that you can see the invoices included in that. You can see there's still a little bit in progress. There's a little discrepancy here, and I'm not sure if these are just like some rounding things. These numbers are pretty close, and I don't know if, we're just losing some precision in rounding here, or we're off by a day or something like that. So we're taking a look at that, but gives you a better snapshot of these categories. Additionally, now in the trial balance section here, you can say, click one of these accounts, and it'll give you an account activity here that you can view. By default, it only shows posted transactions. However, you can also click to include unposted. So now you can see a whole bunch of transactions with no post date, but we do still have the posted transactions as well here. And then for some things that aren't quite set up yet, but are upcoming, you can show the first drafts of the UI for the AP entry screen here, enabling you to enter accounts payable items here. So yeah, there's not a ton of functionality here yet, just kind of the base UI. And then additionally, we have the general ledger, so you can enter some new GL transactions. You can certainly pick a fiscal year. Can go through here, reverse it next month. And you can select an account here. We have a little bit of validation already. It's typed. But so you can see as soon as you start entering things, it'll warn you that your credits and debits don't match. So it won't let you save or anything before that. It kind of gives you a couple different opportunities to let you know that something's going on there, and you can continue to just tab through this table to enter more items. And then likewise, you can go through and delete line items as well if you'd like. So that's just a quick snapshot there, but yeah, neither one of these are available yet, but they are up and coming.